The panelists dealt with their careers in broad outline, milestone career events, leadership styles, and principal leadership influences. Majewski spoke about her careers in academia and municipal government. Muszyński spoke about a highly formative year in Poland. He stressed the importance of the Polish story, building bridges between generations of Polish Canadians, and about the Poland in the Rockies program. Raczkowski said that he had to speak Polish as a young person. He listed pointers on how to succeed in marketing and spoke of China as an economic force. Radziłowski mentioned work as a community and union organizer and the impact of military service in Vietnam on his thinking. He spoke about vision and the role of history in shaping leaders. Wielgosz mentioned his early involvement in student conferences and sending aid to Poland. He stressed the need for vision, reality, ethics, and courage. He listed key personality traits, including a sense of humor. The panelist presentations included the following common threads: being able to cope with change, communicating effectively, learning another language, delegating tasks, sharing responsibilities, and finding access to sustaining financial resources, understanding ethnic identity in relation to history, engaging modern Polish culture, using all modern media, reaching out to other groups, and of course, mentoring and networking in the community. The next panel was the Ambassadors Panel, moderated and led by Dr. Andrzej Wielgosz of the University of Ottawa. The questions for Ambassador of Poland to Canada, Zenon Kosiniak-Kamysz, and the Consul in Chicago, Mariusz Gubiorczyk, led to a discussion about developing transatlantic cooperation between North America and Poland. For the younger generation, this is a very important topic. It covered many fields, including business, economics, investments, and student exchanges. The next event, midday Saturday, was the Interactive Expo, led by Maciek Makarski from the Young Polish Canadian Professionals Association and members of the Polish Students Initiative of Canada. This expo consisted of around 40 presentations, exhibitions, and student clubs displayed in a large room at the University of Windsor. All delegates, sponsors, organizers, and guests were able to relax and learn about those exhibitors that interested them while enjoying a walking lunch. For several hours, delegates were able to exchange valuable organizational, business, and career information from not only Polish-oriented exhibitors, but also representatives from the Canadian government agency, Service Canada. Afterwards, there were two parallel sessions. Dominic Roszak, an organizer of the conference, moderated one panel session with Member of Parliament Blaine Calkins and Dr. Karen Majewski. Potential opportunities for students, such as parliamentary exchanges between Poland and Canada, were discussed. Blaine Calkins asked for a board of directors of students to learn more about what the student needs are in such a project. The second session was led by Mike Kujawski, a charismatic and extremely passionate speaker who discussed marketing and the influence of social media for future global action. His presentation was highly regarded by both our students and young professionals, as we all look for more means to achieve our objectives in a time of globalization. It was then time for a sit-down meal in the Ambassador Room. Those who attended Lieutenant Colonel Walter J. Purcell's presentation the previous year at Quo Vadis knew that since he was the next speaker after dinner, we all had to be ready to take a lot in. Professor Walter Purcell is a special advisor to land staff in Canada, an individual endowed with the natural ability in establishing contact with young people. He presented his rather harsh point of view of Polonia in North America to the delegates. He told us that as Polish Canadians and Polish Americans, we are hybrids and not fully Polish. Each of us follows Polish history, ritual, and interaction. However, we lack a sophisticated style of cohesion, consensus, and above all, synergy. He said that the key to surviving as the Polish diaspora in North America is not to fight, but to understand the older generation and their ways, go around obstacles we face, determine our course of action, and act. The only thing that will get us through on this road of community service and Polish community building is mutual passion and determination. He listed the principles of leadership as being professional competence, knowing strengths and limitations, leading by example, intent, developing leadership, and being decision-ready, not taking no for an answer and being responsible at all times. Purcell received a standing ovation for the second time at Quo Vadis. Sunday began with a Mass in Assumption Chapel, when Father Karol Maciejewski preached his sermon to the youth before him. The next event was the Award of Excellence session, where the 3 essay winners presented their innovative ideas about important issues that face the Polish community today. The chief of the jury was Dr. Richard Sokolowski, a University of Ottawa professor and organizing member of the conference. The competition encompassed the 3 topics of the conference: heritage, leadership, and unity, and rewarded the winners with monetary prizes. The first prize winner was Louisa Chacon from Toronto, who won $500. A short presentation was made by Iwona Batorska, the 3rd Polish delegate from the Katowice Mining Families Foundation. In gratitude for the invitation to the conference, she presented to the organizers 3 oil paintings, which were painted by young students from her region. More poignantly, the Deputy Speaker of the Polish Senate, Krystyna Bochenek, who had picked her to come to Quo Vadis, later perished in the April 10th crash of the presidential plane. After a short launch, delegates were asked to form groups with individuals from their region to discuss new regional initiatives. These were presented and accepted by all who attended. The bidding process for where the next Quo Vadis would be held and who would be organizing it was also carried out in that room. 2 delegates, Magdalena Paździor and Moritz Leszkiewicz from the New Jersey-New York region, first proposed their vision for Quo Vadis 3 in New York City. The second bid was from the Polish Students' Initiative of Canada. Romy Jaszczynski, the Young Polish-Canadian Professionals Association, Marcin Grządka, and the Polish Students' Association at the University of Toronto, Natalia Kusandowa, to organize and hold it in the city with the biggest concentration of Poles in Canada, Toronto. Each delegate was given a vote, and after an intense voting session, the Toronto group won. For now, it is certain that the conference will be held from May 13th through 15th, 2011 in Toronto, and the organizing committee can be found making progress on their website. Congratulations. During the conference, topics of significance to Poland, Canada, and the United States were discussed. There were a number of conclusions formulated, such as the one that everyone agrees on: the sustainment of annual Quo Vadis conferences, maybe one day on the world scale. We have also created a database, a contact list of all participants and organizers of Quo Vadis who wish to be a part of it. Quo Vadis should expand in the future, continuing to hold on to our roots in faraway Poland through ways that keep us Polish in North America. At the same time, as Purcell would say, we hybrids must be good citizens to our countries of residence, the ones that also give us the freedom to be Polish. Thank you to everyone who helped in organizing Quo Vadis 2, and to those who just helped us open one more door to make this conference a success. Without the financial help of the Ontario Trillium Foundation, the Consulate of the Republic of Poland in Toronto, and our whole list of loyal sponsors, this conference would not have been the success it was. It was a hard year of meetings and preparations with the organizing groups both in Windsor and Ottawa, all regional coordinators across North America, as well as our always devoted honorary advisors, Mr. Jerry Baritsky, Walter J. Purcell, Dr. Frank Simpson, Dr. Andrzej Wielgosz, Jesse Fleece, Irene Tomaszewski, Vice Consul Wojciech Jęgiel, and of course Helena Marchawek-McGregor. We are proud to state that each person working for the organizing committees of this conference, as well as every single presenter, speaker, panelist that we had, came pro bono. No fee was paid to anyone present. Through this sequel to Quo Vadis 1, together we proved that what unites us is stronger than what divides us. Quo Vadis conferences will always serve as a base of, above all, unity.
Chcieliśmy szczególnie podziękować naszym sponsorom, wolontariuszom i organizatorom, bo bez nich Quo Vadisu II by nie było.
No, dziękujemy każdemu. Ten zjazd to nie był tylko zjazd, to był ruch w Polonii, który naprawdę zaangażował młodzież, który pokazał, że młodzież może być część tej Polonii i dodać wspaniałą energię, wspaniały optymizm i wspaniały dodatek, żeby pomóc wykształcić tą Polonię, żeby była lepsza, silniejsza i żeby reprezentowała młodych i starszych. Dziękuję bardzo i zapraszamy na Quo Vadis 3, które odbędzie się w Toronto.